Look, I don't even believe I have a cousin called Prunella. I think the whole thing is media hype. But let's just if I had, let's say, for instance, if I happened to have a cousin, and I would hope that you didn't hurt her feelings by telling her that she couldn't come.
Oh, I don't think I hurt her feelings at all.
What'd you say?
Why don't you tell me more about Australia and you?
Well, Australia and I are, can I put it, very much alike. Varied, fascinating, unpredictable, expansive.
Right.
It's a country which is about a third larger than Europe. We have one of the largest rivers out of the 15 largest in the world. We have 2 of the largest lakes out of the 25. We have varied temperatures from 8 up to 130. We have deserts, we have monsoons, we have... What else have we got? We have the most beautiful coast in the world now.
Less geography and more Robert would be fine.
Well, my family weren't convicts, at least not when they got there. They did hang poor old Uncle Charlie for something to do with a horse. I don't know what it was all about, but it happened at some later point after we'd settled.
All right, less ancestry and more Robert would be fine.
All right, well, I never ate Billy Boyle, I never waltzed.
Oh, you're so weird.
A little too much privilege, perhaps a little too much beer as I was growing up, a little too much money. At some point, it's unimportant, the family decided the best thing for me would be the army. Mother wept, but went along with it.
And?
Well, the army looked at my credentials, discovered that I was a rotten student, and of course, I went straight into intelligence. The MI5 recruited me, and then the WSB came up with an offer that I couldn't refuse.
What? Citizenship?
Better. A full pardon and $50 in the pocket.
Get out of here.
Falling down, London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady.
But it was a cool song anyway.
Well, it's not cool anymore. It's a fresh song.
Oh, fresh means cool?
Yep, you got it.
Oh.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh,
How was your day?
a very lucky day. I got geography.
Geography's lucky?
His Uncle Duke told me he's supposed to tell me all about Scotland.
What about Scotland?
Well, see, we're doing a project, and we're supposed to compare 2 countries, and I picked Australia and Scotland.
Really? Random selection, was it?
Well, I thought Daddy and Uncle Duke could help me a lot.
I think you're supposed to read about those 2 countries.
I did, see? I got books about them.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry we were late. Stop for grub. Have you eaten yet?
No, I got some tea. I'm not hungry.
Well, if you're not going to take care of yourself, I'll have to. Huh, chum?
You know, not many kids have 2 men in their families that come from as far away places as Uncle Duke and my daddy do. Boy, am I lucky.
Don't you think it might be better to choose 2 countries that have more in common?
Yeah, but Scotland and Australia have lots in common. Well, I mean, like, the settlers from Australia, they came from Great Britain. And so did Scotland's. But, of course, the ones in Australia were all criminals. That's funny, isn't it? Well, I mean, Daddy being a policeman and all now.
Oh, she's right.
Of course,
Australia is a
Australia's a
country
lot
that left
bigger
its
than
criminal
Scotland,
past
but they're both
behind.
islands.
Perhaps
Both of
Duke
them
could
have
do the
lots of
same.
fish. Did you know that
But
they have
it
those
isn't
big,
the same,
huge sharks in
Anna.
Australia, like the one in the movie? You know,
What would
the
it
one
do
where
to
you
Robin
put
if
your
she
hands
found
over
out
your
about it?
eyes?
Do I tell her?
So,
What could I tell
you
her?
invite little people.
If Robert ever finds out he was right, what will he do?
Like, it's called...
I mean, Duke would never let anything happen to Robin. But what if he can't help it? Oh, what am I going to do?
Oh, yeah. See, Nessie is his name. Mommy? Are you listening?
Yes, darling, yes. Oh, yeah, the Loch Ness Monster.
Mm-hmm. Do you think Uncle Duke ever saw it?
I never asked him.
I'm sure gonna ask him. I think I'm gonna have the best geography report in the whole class. Don't you think so?
Yeah, I do. I think you're very lucky to have those two men to help you.
Oh, me too. I hope I can live both of them forever.
I hope you can, too.
Don't you have to go back to the station and check out the late night news? Huh?
Is that a commentary on the quality of my kissing?
Well, not at all, darling. It's just that if you want to say something for later tonight, you better stop now.
Oh, you know, I could always delay my little plans a little while longer, you know, for a few hours. What do you think?
Unfortunately, I have a client who would be very unhappy if I did the same.
Is she tall, blonde, and sexy?
No.
Mm-mm.
Short, dumpy, and bald.
Oh, well, far be it from me to interfere with the pursuit of truth, justice, and the American way. And some red-blooded man I know might succumb to the obvious charms, but I understand at least the clandestine lures of the meetings with smoke-filled gin mills. With underworld denizens, maybe?
Uh-huh.
But, of course, my darling, I can't just leave without putting on a little lippies,
Mm-hmm.
you know? In case I get a better offer between here and there. See you rambling, boy.
If I see you first. Bye.
What's with you and these locked doors? Honestly, Sean.
Sorry, honey. Sorry.
You think you're pretty cute, don't you?
Look, I'm really...
What? I knew she was coming.
This is like Grand Central Station. Hi.
Hi, Sean. Are you busy?
No, come on.
Thanks. Yeah, I just ran into Tiffany. She said you probably wouldn't have much time, but I really need to talk to you.
Why? What's so urgent?
It's Felicia. I think she's in big trouble.
Oh, Colton, you have to realize that she's under a lot of strain because of Frisco.
Yeah, I know that, but there's more to it than that. She's been getting some very strange phone calls.
You know who from?
No, she didn't say.
I think we solved the strange phone calls a couple of days ago.
Well, I think her problem is more recent than that.
Colton, look, I really am busy right now.
Sean, I can help Felicia. Now, I know that you're the professional, but I do have some training in, well, some areas. What I need is information.
The only thing you can do for her right now is to keep a close eye on her, all right? I mean, this Frisco business has become an obsession with her. I just don't want her doing anything foolish.
Okay, well, I can keep an eye on her. That's no problem, but is there anything I need to know? Anything I should watch out for?
No, not really. Look, I love Felicia like a daughter, so I'm never going to take any risks with her. Just watch over her for me, will you? Huh?
All right, well, there doesn't seem to be any point in wasting any more time then, does it?
No. And you keep in touch. I mean that.
Yes, I'll do that.
Thanks a lot. More phone calls. From whom?
You think you're pretty cute, don't you?
Sorry about that.
Oh, no. You're the one who's going to be sorry when you get that bill for the telephone in there. You know what? I believe that international telephone charges are pretty steep these days.
Great.
You told Anna?
Yes.
All of it? She figured out most of it. I told her the rest. You didn't hold back anything? Boss, you told her about the Morton Woods business? That's a felony.
Maybe I didn't want to hold back anything. I'm sick to death of deceiving her. My whole life is a lie.
Did it work, boss? Did it work? Did she believe you?
I don't know.
So what do we do now?
I don't know. Maybe all we do is wait. Give Anna time to think about it.
You mean love conquers all, right? I'll tell you something, boss. It didn't do very much for me.
Hello there. Did you miss me?
Danger. Indiscriminate use.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.
The original.
Something I said.
How did you get up here?
The bartender let me out, but wouldn't it be easier for everyone if I had a key?
We don't do anything easy around here. Boss, I have to check something out in the kitchen. Tuck in a little bit. Excuse me.
Aren't you glad to see me?
Why am I seeing you?
We have some heavy meetings in New York next week, if you'll remember. And I had some ideas and a free afternoon, so I jumped on the shuttle and gambled that you may have a free hour or so to talk.
Oh, I definitely have an hour or two to spare.
Wonderful. That is wonderful, isn't it?
I'm always pleased to see you.
Thank you. I hope you're not angry. I thought you'd rather I came down here. I know you don't like to leave your family to come to New York.
I may be spending a lot more time in New York.
Perhaps we could arrange a schedule that would make it easier for you.
I don't think it'll make any difference. I'm going to have a drink. Would you care to join me?
Sure. Something's bothering you. What is it?
Why don't you just tell me about the meetings in New York?
Well, I think I've gotten the protection boys interested in listening to you. I mean, really listening.
Excuse me. Duke.
Uncle Duke, it's Robin.
Hello, sweetheart.
Do you have time to talk?
Yeah, I always have time for you. You know that.
Well, Mommy said you probably wouldn't be home until after bedtime, and I wanted to ask you if I could talk to you about my school report.
I'd love to hear it.
It's a geography report. See, I picked Scotland and Australia to report on, and I thought that you and Daddy could help me.
Well, your daddy certainly has his work cut out for him because Australia's such a big country.
Scotland's a lot older. Well, will you help me?
Of course I will. How does your mommy feel about me helping you?
She said I'm very lucky to have two such wonderful men help me. Can we talk tomorrow? Will you be home before, bedtime?
I hope so. I'll be sure to be there.
Oh, great. I knew you'd help. I love you, Uncle Duke. Here's a kiss.
Big kiss to you too, sweetheart.
Now just sit. What if LeBlanc really doesn't know where Frisco is? Was. Is. I gotta stop thinking like that. I just have to have hope that he's alive, and I gotta stop dwelling on it. Maybe I should call Sean and tell him. No, if I do that, then LeBlanc or somebody's gonna know about it. Colton knows about LeBlanc. And if anything happens to me, Colton would tell Sean. I think I could trust Colton. I can't wait anymore. It's driving me crazy. I'm sitting here talking to myself. Out loud.